Alright, let's continue our interaction with my entire team. First, what do we got? Journey so far, cool like no other. Oh, Suvi Anwar. Suvi Anwar is a Tempest resident science officer. She works closely with the research team on the Nexus, analyzing the data you and Sam collect in the field. While chatting, Suvi revealed herself to be a spiritual person. You expressed your own similar feelings on the matter. Suvi appreciated finding someone of like mind. Yeah, I believe in God. Non-associates. PB. PB describes herself freely as the foremost Milky Way expert on the Remnant and the technology. It is difficult to verify her qualifications for this, as many Nexus personnel records have been lost. DNA and fingerprint matches give the name Plesiria Bisale, although according to the revival schedule, that individual should still be in stasis. PB's only comment is nothing like getting a head start. Piecing together information from EOS and the Nexus, PB was born on the planet Hyteria in the Milky Way. After voyaging to Andromeda on the Nexus, she left the station some months ago to explore the Helios cluster alone and became fascinated by the Remnant. She has classified and dismantled several types of Remnant bot, but she prefers to keep her findings private for now. Psychologically, PB demonstrates both oh god, extremely high intelligence and hyper individualism. Her restlessness is typical of many Asari in their maiden phase of life, though few go so far as to visit another galaxy. Yeah. So she's young, so that makes sense. And so finally, the last guy I did not actually talk to is Callow.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector.
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You designed it?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I mean, I don't know the same, yeah.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Photographic memory,
oh, yes.
right? Yeah.
Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Any word on that?
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
I mean, there's Tan.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Yeah, I'll talk to you now.
What can I do for you?
Your opinion on everyone else.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
You're not gonna tell me
What do
anything?
you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it, Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
What about everyone else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
Are there, or are you just joking?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way. What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way.
Yeah, he was
Too
there.
bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
He was there when the genophage happened, when the
What do you
rebellion
think of the rest of
started,
the crew?
right?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy.
She is my
There
number
are
2.
things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
No, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
That's all? You're done?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
No, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
Tell me about your people.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated, lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What about the Tempest?
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything, by memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy, legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
Really? What else?
Tell me something else about the ship.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey drive, which got us through dark space. The core takes the static electricity it generates and stores it in capacitors. We basically make our own power supply. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
Static?
Tell me something else about the ship.
Our aerospace engineer was Tianada Vasmore, a Quarian fellow, and absolutely fearless. Once, some Omega scrap dealer pulled the "we don't sell to Quarians" nonsense. Tion found a workaround.
What did he do?
He glued a memory foam to his environmental suit, then, during the negotiations, leaned against the drive core he wanted, very casual. It made a perfect mold of the components, and the scrap dealer was none the wiser.
Smart.
Tell me something else about the ship.
Very smart guy.
The glass on board? It's actually a clear oxide and nanofiber compound. It bends rather than shattering.
How tough is it? We're only an arm's length away from hard vacuum.
Our testing involved 3 drunk Krogan with sledgehammers and a C-Sec battering ram. It's sturdy.
I believe that then.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model, how power moves through the ship. But he forgot to lock his terminal and we, added a few embellishments. For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
Wow, great.
Tell me something else
Lots
about
of
the
little
ship.
pranks, huh?
I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry. You'll have to make some new ones.
Alright, goodbye.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Flying the ship, I hope. Crew like no other. Callow Jar. You and Callow sometimes chat in your free time. Callow will take any excuse to talk about the Tempest. Alright. Callow Jar. Callow Jar was born on Surkesh and, quoting directly, into a life so boring you couldn't even calculate it. Pushed towards a lucrative but dull bureaucratic career with Faro Aerospace, Callow became more interested in flying the starships he was meant to be cataloging. He eventually left Surkesh for formal pilot training and joined Perho's competitor. Wait, what? Faro's competitor. Oh, he was working for Faro, then he joined his competitor. Okay, as a test pilot. Internal emails show that when the Andromeda Initiative was building teams to develop their survey vessels, Faro Aerospace warned against recruiting Callow so fervently that Jean Gardson's interest was piqued. Callow claimed that the prospect of the initiative was intriguing enough to make him join the Tempest design team, test flying her early prototypes, running stress tests in regions like the Nemean Abyss, and rumor has it, helping to acquire advanced technology. Callow has an acute photographic memory, even by Solarian standards. This may be linked to his unusual motor responses, though he discourages my speculation. Right. And ships and vehicles. Tempest technology. The Tempest required a number of experimental technologies to accommodate the unique requirements of a Pathfinder team. Its planetary surface imaging, for example, uses photosensitive and radar lidar emitting microsatellites that coordinate with the Tempest router back to SAM node. I then conduct simulated scientific and probability studies on the data before presenting the Pathfinder with a summarized analysis, typically in 0.5 seconds. The Tempest computer network presented interesting challenges. As most Milky Way computer systems have anti-AI safeguards built in, the Tempest network had to be designed from scratch to accommodate my interaction with the ship systems. Firmware bridges, inspired by studies into Geth networking technology, allow me to temporarily interact with and augment sensors, communications, and the ship navigation array. Given the desire to reduce mass without sacrificing safety, the electrical charge from the Tempest capacitors is used to keep the ship stable. Via prototype piezoelectric vibration reduction (PVR) technology. When the ship's superstructure is bent by vibrations, such as during atmospheric re-entry or complex flight maneuvers, piezoelectric elements receive an electrical charge that bends bulkhead in the opposing direction, reducing vibrations and smoothing the ship's flight path. All right, so it's a highly advanced ship. I understand. Anything
What
else?
can I do for you?
Nope, nothing.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
All right, so I've spoken to everyone, the entire crew. Let's go back. Use the galaxy map. What is this? Landing zone, EOS. That's all we got. Task naming the dead. All right. System view, please. 100% progression. All right. Cluster map. We have Atkinson and Pfizer. And then AVP, cryo deployment perks, and the Nexus. Take me to Atkinson. Why not? I've not been there, so let's see. Maybe get a little side mission or something before we actually head out and do other stuff. FTL travel.
So this is where the human Ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call.
Oh, the Scourge is here. Oh wow. Oh, look at
Anomaly
these.
detected.
Look at these circles, man. Oh, I can check for anomaly like these, right?
Deploying probe. I found something.
Starship wreckage. All right.
Shuttle spotted. Drifting. It sustained catastrophic electrical damage.
Let's check it out. Zoom me in. Oh, be careful about the Scourge. Oh yeah.
That's the research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of. There are no life readings within.
She'll want to know.
I just did the mission without even knowing about it. Okay. Data. Ship indent Nexus 3312. Ship name Eudorchis. Crew compartments. Crew complement 7. Status reported missing, presumed lost. Analysis. The Eurodis sustained pervasive damage due to scourge flares that wiped out all internal systems. Dr. Ariadne's crew was killed instantly. Vessel adrift, unsalvageable due to radiation. Gain 50 remnant research data. Alright, we found the missing science vessel without even talking to her. We'll start with Markland. Take me away from here. The ship is finished. Get me out of the Scourge, man. It's dangerous being here. And here we are. Markland is a large frozen world with a surface composed mostly of silica with deposits of cobalt. The planet's albedo is unexpectedly dark, suggesting geological activity or contamination from the Scourge. Alright, with nothing here, we'll go out of here again. Markland. Let's go to Vinland. Zoom me over there. And we reached. We got an atmosphere, I think.
I'm picking up something.
Vinland. Vinland is a small rocky world with a pressure cooker atmosphere composed of argon and carbon dioxide. Its valuable cobalt deposits would require robotic mining due to volatile surface gases.
Probe away.
There is a
We've got a crater.
crater, yeah. Crater, hyper velocity impact crater. Diameter 496 kilometers. Depth approximately 3.7 kilometers. Ejecta, silicates, mineral deposits, trace amounts of element 0. A crater caused by the impact of heavy debris, possibly from the Scourge. The meteorite still contains valuable resources. And XP. Alright. Nice little crater. We'll head over to Helluland. Orient ourselves and then we can zoom. yellow world. Are those clouds?
Anomaly on sensors.
Name for the first landing of the human explorer, Leif Pattinson. Helluland's crust is largely composed of aluminum with sulfur deposits brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Looks like a deposit of something.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
A valuable light metal, aluminum. The deposit is close to the surface and relatively easy to mine. And we'll mine it then. And finally, that is the starship. Habitat 7. Can we just land there straight up? Oh yeah, this is the first place we went to, right? Habitat 7. I remember now. The Scourge is like, it's on it, kinda.
Anomaly detected.
Surely. Even visual scans show that Habitat 7 is no longer a promising settlement world. The planet's atmosphere is largely argon-nitrogen and little of the projected plant life has survived. Got some kind of say meteor satellite, yeah. Satellite ID Hyperion 1433D. Power reading 6.4%. System report internal circuitry damaged by Scourge exposure. Status currently inactive but salvageable. A standard monitoring satellite. Its registration shows it was deployed accidentally from the Hyperion during its collision with the Scourge. Well, it did some research, so we'll take it. So we can't land here. Well, whatever. We did whatever we could in this system. Power 100%, 100%, 0%. Let's go over there then. Third and final place. Take me to FTL.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
Seems like quite a bit, yeah.
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay. Launch it.
Deploying probe.
An
Tracking
asteroid.
a huge mineral deposit.
Take us to it then. I do like huge mineral deposits. Oh. Is this one? It has C-type asteroid, diameter 492 kilometers, surface gravity 0.0025 g. Analysis. The unusual mineral composition of this asteroid suggests it may have origins outside the Prefer system and became caught in Sun's gravity. The aluminum deposit. Alright. Oh, look at that, look at that. Stop. Oh, it is a straight up black hole. Wow. Okay, let's go to Corvance then. Can we just be so close to a black hole and be completely okay? It seems like it's extremely dangerous. Yeah, we gotta go all the way around. I guess because the black hole's gravity, right? Thanks to Corvat's thin atmosphere, its brutally cold deserts can reach extremely high temperatures in direct sunlight. Limit exploration to twilight hours only. Okay, and there's nothing here anyway, so doesn't matter. H480. Take me to H480 then. Thick dust clouds, dangerous electrical storms, and heavy gravity render H480 inhospitable even for well-equipped Krogan explorers. Okay, nothing to do there then. Brayer. I see the big electrical storms. Parking up the area. Though the planet is highly toxic to most known life forms, Rayer's helium-rich atmosphere appears to host enormous colonies of fungal spores. Alright, well there is some life on this place then, that's good. H461. Doesn't even have a name, which means it's probably not important / hospitable at all. But we'll see. Through the asteroid belt. It's got some cool looking rings though. Very far away from it, but you know. Ring's a ring. This outlying world is composed of iron and frozen nitrogen. One already stands out. Certain geological features suggest the nitrogen seas were once liquid. Alright, and we also have H479. Go over there then. Close to the black hole. Or closer to the black hole anyway. And here we are. This looks kind of green and blue. Yeah, it's got water in it, I think. Electrical storms though. Extreme radioactivity and high velocity winds make H479 a poor candidate for mining, despite its rich metal deposits. A potential candidate for further future endeavors. Alright. Interesting. And a black hole. Yeah, let's just fly close to the black hole then, shall we? This seems very smart. How close can we even get? Okay, quite close. Even at this distance, the black hole presents a risk to onboard ship systems. The accretion disk around it is composed of the remains of at least one solar system, destroyed by the black hole's formation and gravitational pull. Caution is advised. Yep, I'm leaving. Out of Pfizer. I can send them into Pfizer. There's the black hole. Okay, so we're still quite far. But it's there. And let's go to Zhanghe. This is where the Nexus is, right? Let's leave the black hole behind. To FTL we go.
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all. I'm picking up something.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Deploying probe.
Element 0. Take me to it. We do need a lot of Element 0. Is this Element 0 clouds? What the hell? Yeah, little neutron stars of Element 0. Element 0, an unusually rich deposit of Element 0, EZO. This appears to be a primary source broken up by space-time distortions in the Scourge. We take it then. 23 Element 0. Alright, that seems great. We'll go to Mahuan next. You know, just explore this third system. Get away from these Element 0 bombs or stars or I don't know what the hell they are. Small little things. Mahuan is largely composed of hydrogen and methane. Its relative proximity to the Nexus makes it a useful core discharging site. Plans for a helium-3 skimming stations are in progress. Alright. Yeah, get some helium-3 going. H599. Take us there. We'll scan everything. Make sure to find and make use of whatever the hell is here. Or at least give us up-to-date scans, you know. There's a big black hole over there.
Anomaly on sensors.
Nice. With this distinctive ring, H599 was used as a rendezvous point during the Nexus' early attempts at exploration. Pilots still use the term a 9-9 run for a short journey with numerous hazards. There's like a satellite.
Detecting what's left of a ship.
Oh. Oh, it's a cool looking ship too, kinda. I don't know. Looks cool. Ship indent. Ident. Nexus 4623. Ship name Cadvid. Crew complement 5. Status reported missing, presumed lost. The Cadvid is heavily damaged and adrift but salvageable. Alright. Warrior, nav, processor, coolant cells, power core, modified energy. Alright. So we salvaged a ship. Gongzang. Take me over there. Gongzang is a small but scorching world, partially due to a crushing nitrogen carbon dioxide atmosphere. Evidence suggests its icy ring was once a small comet. Alright. Interesting. Then we have Faizin. I'll go to the Nexus soon, don't worry. If that is the Nexus over there, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, turn it around. A little volcanic, I guess.
I'm picking up something.
Oh. Faizin is an extremely hot and volcanically active world. A thick carbon dioxide and ethane atmosphere covers an iron-rich surface with deposits of calcium. Alright. Looks like a big-ass deposit.
Anomaly found.
Oh, it's a volcano. Active volcanic site. Profile. Shield volcano with current effusive eruption. Lava composition. Basalt flow with unknown materials. Analysis. This volcano has recently erupted. Faizhen's unusually strong gravity, 3.2 G, means the lava flow is localized and may be valuable for study. This gives us XP. Alright. Interesting. And now the Nexus. AR Cryo Deployment Perks. Let's go get it then. Final approach to the Nexus. Only one arc. Oh wow, look at these quests. Headquarters of the Andromeda Initiative. The Nexus is a massive space station designed to anchor the returning arcs, process resources, and support colonists before their departure to new worlds. All new arrivals must pass quarantine. And that's just one of us, just like stuck in there. Disembark the Tempest? Yes. Alright. Finally. We are at the Nexus. Back on my first successful quest. Mission, I should say. It does look like the Citadel, doesn't it? It's kind of modeled after that, I would say. Here we are. Let us land.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
Yep.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
I'm just doing my job.
They've got a Pathfinder again. This is what we do.
And you've done it splendidly.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
The Outpost has a good leader. Yeah.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Yeah, everyone, just relax. Nexus Cultural Exchange, Hydroponics. The Nexus. Hydroponics. The Nexus's original encounter with the Scourge caused heavy damage to the station. Reports show that hydroponics suffered the brunt of the damage, deepening the resource crisis. In response, Dr. Elliot Camden, the new head of hydroponics, requested that plants be distributed throughout the station to prevent similar losses. According to station resource allocation, hydroponics currently accounts for 38% of the Nexus's water ice consumption. After undergoing reverse osmosis to remove heavy metals, the water is divided into reservoirs for each plant variety and a macronutrient mix is added. BI systems constantly monitor the pH, temperature and dissolved solid count of these reservoirs. The flora in hydroponics was chosen by crop varieties and oxygen yield. While most of the Nexus's oxygen comes from electrolysis, its plants improve overall air quality. Psychological reports also show a marked improvement in station morale since hydroponics recovery. Cultural exchange. The cultural exchange was created to support the Andromeda Initiative's principles of peaceful exploration in the new galaxy. Given the high likelihood of contacting sentient alien life in Andromeda, the exchange was designed to educate and inform local species about the history and intentions of the Milky Way settlers. The hope was to avoid any misunderstandings which could lead to suspicion or hostilities, and instead foster an air of cooperation beneficial to all. Alright. People are picking foliage.
I can't believe you said that.
Don't shove the crate off the...
I was just being
Shove the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people?
And being an ass.
What's up, Petra? Someone's not working properly?
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Are things okay?
Going well, I hope.
As well as it can go with limited resources, yeah. Tiny steps.
Alright.
Damn, Ryder, you just missed a good show. One of the alarms malfunctioned, and we thought it was an attack. It didn't take long to figure it out, but in that time, they managed to scramble at least half the station's defenses.
Really? That's not bad.
That's quick. They've been running drills?
Something like that. My point is, they've got their act together, and that's a good thing.
What else you gotta say?
Hey, Ryder.
Okay, nothing.
I like the rest and relaxation well enough, but there's really nothing that compares to what's out there.
We'll go back there.
We headed out soon?
Probably.
Hey, Ryder.
Alright, done.
Hey, Ryder.
Avina is here.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the Nexus. I see you here in our database. Did you have your medical scan? Yes.
Ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing.
There it is.
Then we'll have you on your way.
You're cleared for entry.
I waited my whole life for something like this. A new galaxy. My friends thought I was crazy.
We're all probably a little crazy, but that's the fun of it, isn't it?
I hope so.
You can proceed to the waiting area.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Hi,
Next.
I'm Ian Garson, founder of the initiative.
And what's your name?
Welcome to the Nexus.
Derek, and this is my wife, Anthony.
We ask
Hi,
that you
it's nice to
spend
meet
a few
you.
short minutes
Welcome to the
going
Nexus.
through immigration
Let me pull up your
processing.
records.
Then we'll have you on
Here
your
we
way.
go. Your medical scans are in order. Everything's good. You're cleared for entry.
Where will we be living?
EOS, Outpost Prodromos is being established as a science center. Looks like you two are nourishment engineers. Makes sense. Scientists have to eat. Terraforming efforts are ongoing, so it might be a while.
Hi,
Terraforming?
Ian Garson,
I thought everything would
founder
be
of the
ready.
Initiative.
We've had a
Welcome to
few
the Nexus.
unexpected wrinkles. It's nothing the Pathfinders can't
Ask
handle.
that you spend a few
In the
short
meantime,
minutes
you can
going
head to
through
the waiting
immigration
area.
processing. Then
Next.
we'll have you on your way.
What's going on? You're
Hi,
next.
What's your name?
Bradley Kay.
Hello, Bradley. I've got you here in our database. I just need to verify your medical scan.
Hi, I'm
Here
Ian
it
Garson,
is, and-
founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus.
Did the doctor say anything?
No, they were
We
swamped.
ask that you
They said
spend
my
a few
results would
short
be
minutes
today.
going through immigration
I see.
processing.
The
Then
scan
we'll have
shows you
on
have
your way.
otitis media.
Oh God, I knew it. I'd come all this way to die.
Take it easy. It's an earache caused by a minor infection. Some immune systems need to adjust to the new environment.
Oh. Right. I always was allergic to everything.
It's not serious enough to deny entry. You'll want to see our medical staff, but otherwise, good luck. Next.
There is no one next, or is this lady next?
In order to expedite your entry, you must already have obtained medical clearance.
Your name?
Moira Purcell, Security Systems Specialist. But I didn't come alone. My son should be here.
Hi, I'm
Was he on the Hyperion?
founder of the initiative.
Yes,
Welcome
he's
to
an
the next
agriculturalist.
That's odd.
We ask
Prodromos is being set up as a science center. He ought to be in the first wave deployment.
We'll have you on your way.
You're on the Universal Wake-Up roster.
When will he wake up?
I'm sure he'll be among the next groups revived out of stasis.
We
Oh, good.
appreciate your patience.
That's a relief.
You can wait for further instructions over there.
Thanks.
Please remain in line until called by the next available agent.
Alright. Seems to be going fine. Everyone's been processed here.
In order to expedite your entry, you must already have obtained medical clearance.
Do they spawn when you're not looking? Is that how it works in the game? Culture Center.
Hi.
Hey, Avina.
How may I assist?
Oh, I already spoke to her. Right.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure.
I've spoken to Avina before.
Remain in line until called by the next available agent.
It's all you can do.
So here's cultural exchange. Cultural exchange. Nakmor, Drac, Krogan betrayal. Find Spender on the Nexus. I'll look around.
In order to expedite your entry, you must already have
I'm
obtained
Gia
medical
Garza,
clearance.
founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around. We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
Why is there no VI here? Hello, I am the VI now.
Is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Turian VI, hello.
It's an honor to meet you, citizen of Andromeda. My people are the Turians. It will be a privilege to tell you about them.
Tell me more.
Okay.
Turians are a highly disciplined race who value service to others. No one places personal needs ahead of the greater whole. Public works serve as a focal point of our society. We believe it's our duty to better our species.
Tell me about your history.
What's Turian history like?
The history of my people is proof that peace eventually wins out. Disagreements among species turned into lasting friendships. When Turians first met humans, there was a misunderstanding between us that could have had disastrous consequences.
First contact war, by the way.
Patience and restraint. Humans and Turians eventually joined together in a mutually beneficial partnership.
After a war.
We look forward to doing the same in Andromeda.
What your home world?
Where do you come from?
Turians live on a planet known as Pala. The atmosphere's weak magnetic field shaped our evolution into the life form you see today. Our signature carapace, the hard exterior shell you see on Turians, is actually metal. It protects us from the intense rays of Paladin's sun.
Alright. Log off.
The pleasure of meeting you has been mine. One that I hope other Turians will soon enjoy.
Alright. That's a Turian VI. This looks like the human world, but there's no human VI. Wow, and there's more that's not here. Hey, Krogan.
Hi there. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a Krogan. Are you interested in hearing more about my people?
Tell me.
Okay.
Of course you are. We may look scary, but don't let that worry you. It comes from living on a harsh world. We're a species that knows how to thrive, even under the worst conditions.
What about your history?
What's Krogan history like?
Colorful, you might say. Growing up in our neighborhood, only the toughest survived. That usually meant a lot of fighting. You'll hear stories, so no sense covering it up. We once had a great society, but I'm ashamed to say, we squandered it. It's why a lot of Krogan are here in Andromeda now. They're the smart ones, the ones looking for peace and a fresh start.
What about your homeworld?
Where do you come from?
An ugly rock called Tachanka. No sense lying. It's not a planet most people want to visit. We had predators, nasty weather, and not much else. But it gave us our identity, forced us to adapt and evolve. Everything about us is built for survival. How many species do you know that have a pair of spare lungs just in case? Or 4 testicles?
Alright.
Thanks for chatting. We're all looking forward to meeting our new neighbors.
Alright. And is this a Krogan? This is the Citadel.
This is an image of the Citadel, considered the seat of government for many civilized races in the Milky Way galaxy. Here, the Council deliberates on matters of state. It is a champion of the common citizen, eager to help those in need. As with all political institutions in the Milky Way, conflict is rare. Peace and cooperation are the rule of the day.
Sure. Yeah, sorry.
Welcome, native of Andromeda. My people are known as Asari. It would be my pleasure to tell you about our kind.
Okay.
Very well. Asari are the oldest civilized race in the Milky Way galaxy. Among my people, diplomacy and cooperation are prized over war or conflict.
Your history.
What's Asari history like?
Thousands of years ago, we played an important role in founding the Citadel Council, the seat of government for our home galaxy. In the ensuing centuries, Asari placed great value on cooperation and collaboration. Many species look to us for leadership and guidance. Due to our lifespan, sometimes reaching 1,000 years of age, we are patient in our decisions and prefer long-term solutions over short-term gains.
And what about your homework? Oh,
where do you come from?
Okay, did it.
Asari come from a planet known as Thessia, which many consider the crown jewel of the Milky Way. It's a thriving world blessed with prosperity and peace, and the center of the largest economy in the galaxy. With the high concentration of element zero on Thessia, Asari evolved powerful biotic abilities. It is considered a hallmark of our species.
Alright.
Farewell. We look forward to forging new bonds with our friends in Andromeda. The wisdom you share is our reward.
Alright. Nothing here. What are those? Oh, there's a human. What the hell is there then? Who are these people? Alright, humans.
Hello there. I'm a human being. If you'd like to know more about my people, just ask.
Tell me.
Okay.
Good to hear. Humanity is a diverse species. You may notice different skin colors or religious beliefs among our people. Yet we don't let those differences come between us. We'd rather celebrate our diversity, rather than fight over it.
Sometimes.
What's human history like?
Humanity is a young people compared to many of the other Milky Way races. We didn't discover spaceflight until much later. But what we lack in age, we make up for with enthusiasm and a pioneer spirit. We'd like to think we can teach our fellow travelers a few new tricks.
And your homeworld. Tell me about Earth.
Where do you come from?
Humans come from a planet called Earth. It's a beautiful blue world, with everything from oceans to jungles, snowy mountain peaks to deserts. It's also an oasis of biological diversity. Scientists calculate Earth contains nearly 9 million unique animal and plant species.
That's all.
I'm glad you stopped by. Next time you see a human, ask about ice cream. It's one of the many great things we bring to Andromeda.
Ice cream. Alright, sure. Ark.
This is Ark Hyperion, one of several ships that made the long voyage from the Milky Way galaxy to Andromeda. The thousands of colonists aboard have come in peace, united by their dream of a better life in your beautiful galaxy. You need not fear their arrival. We are all citizens of the universe, eager to be your friend.
And the Solarians.
Greetings, inhabitant of Andromeda. I'm a Solarian. I'd be pleased to tell you more about my species.
Have a look around.
Tell me more.
Okay.
Solarians are considered among the brightest scientific minds of the Milky Way. We're known for our quick thinking, technological savvy, and intellectual powers of deduction.
History.
What's Solarian history like?
Cooperating with the Asari, we were the second species in the Milky Way to help form a galactic government, the Citadel Council. From time to time, we also guided other species, such as the Krogan, to better channel their natural gifts towards worthy pursuits. It's our belief that the careful application of science and intellect is the key to improving the quality of life for all.
And your homeworld.
Where do you come from?
Solarians originate from a world known as Surkesh. It's a tropical planet covered with oceans and rainforests. As an amphibious species, we're at home in Surkesh's lush jungles, but with our technological advancements, we can adapt to nearly any environment. We look forward to studying the wonders of Andromeda and the rich diversity our galaxy has to offer.
Alright.
It's been my pleasure. Rest assured, the people of Andromeda have nothing to fear from Solarians.
And an outpost.
This is an outpost for Milky Way colonists arriving in your galaxy. They come seeking a fresh start in Andromeda, yearning only for a land they can call home. If you encounter an outpost, feel free to drop by and say hello. Your new neighbors are eager to make friends.
Are you a peace ambassador? Cultural center liaison?
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could stop by. Pardon the dust while we set everything up.
Any info on the Ket?
Have you heard anything about the Ket?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species we won't be inviting here anytime soon. I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too much to ask.
Definitely not peaceful.
What goes on here?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races we've met can visit and exchange ideas. They can learn more about the Milky Way species, while we foster an air of cooperation and understanding. We're just getting everything ready. Hopefully it won't be long before we have our first visitors.
Maybe. How about you?
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to study, the books on them had all been written. There was nothing new I could add. So when I heard about the initiative, I signed up right away. The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges, I couldn't resist.
Alright.
Thanks.
Of course, our hope is that you'll make friends in the cluster and send them our way. And when you have a second, check back with me on a favor I'd like to ask.
How about now?
Pathfinder, do you have a moment? We, need to explain you.
Explain me?
Our new VI over there is meant to describe the role of our Pathfinders, but it just lost all its settings in a crash. If you could fix them, that would really help us out. Just talk to the VI, and it'll do the rest.
Alright.
Thanks.
Of course.
And we have a Garson thing as well. We'll finish this room.
Please have a look around.
Practicing?
We're just getting things up and running.
Hello there, neighbor. I'm Gian Garson, the founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I thought you might like to hear more about our plans.
Alright.
Okay.
Great. If you're seeing this, it means our Pathfinders have done their job and made new friends in the galaxy. Welcome to the Nexus. But I want to put your mind at ease. Seeing our arcs arrive in your neighborhood probably raised some concerns. I'm happy to address them.
Why come here?
Why did you leave the Milky Way?
I get that question a lot. Many of us have a deep curiosity that needs to know what else is out there. Our own Milky Way is just one tiny speck in a universe full of mysteries. And speaking for myself, the thought of exploring those mysteries in Andromeda was a call to adventure I could not resist.
What are your intentions?
What are you planning to do in this galaxy?
Great question. I'd be worried about that too. I can assure you, we have no hostile intentions whatsoever. We're pilgrims who simply want to live in peace. We're eager to learn about new cultures, new ideas, and share our own with you. But we understand trust needs to be earned, no matter what galaxy you're in. And the initiative looks forward to doing just that.
Alright.
Thank you for taking the time to listen. On behalf of my fellow Milky Way travelers, we couldn't be more excited about what the future holds for all of us.
Okay, and this is the Milky Way.
You are looking at an image of the Milky Way, the original system of the colonists now arriving in Andromeda. Home to countless life forms, the Milky Way is a galaxy where friendship and peace are held in the highest regard. Those arriving in Andromeda bring with them this spirit of enlightenment. They look forward to making your acquaintance.
All right.
They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture.
So we still have 2 more things to set up, and this is a Pathfinder. Okay.
Welcome to the setup for your Pathfinder informational VI. I am programmed with all relevant data. However, you must identify which information I should prioritize. First, select your preferred voice and appearance, male or female.
Male.
Male, please.
Variable set. Which aspect of the Pathfinder's role should be highlighted? Exploration and discovery or first contact with new species?
First contact.
Meeting new species.
Variable set. Next, should I emphasize the role of the Pathfinder team or their partner AI?
Team, please.
Go with the Pathfinder's team.
Variable set. Finally, should I provide career advice for future Pathfinders or an honor of former Pathfinders?
Give career advice.
I want you to give career advice.
Setup complete. Would you like to keep these settings?
Yep.
It all sounds good to me.
Thank you for choosing this Pathfinder information VI. Implementing changes.
Boom. I reached level 9. And that should give me enough stuff to... Yep. Cryo ammo this. 60% turret gun damage increase. Boom. How many points do I have? 1 point. Auxiliary systems. Increases tech effect duration with each skill point invested in tech group. 6% duration. Sure. Technical operator unlocked. The engineer profile is now at rank 2. Alright. And so Cora, hello, thank you. You're an Asari commando. 15% power damage, 15% force, power force, plus 50% power restoration and defense. Sure, let's get that. Vetra, Drifter mercenary level 9. Power armor, concussive shot. Seeking high impact round. Concussive shot, 30% recharge speed, more damage. Radius or 30% direct damage and force. Sure. Damage over time. Bleeding damage. Target marking. Max damage increase 20%. Duration 5. Now give me her damage over time. A dot. Base weapon damage. Turian smuggler. The combination of Vetra's military training and her experiences as a smuggler improves her offensive capabilities. Gear and training improves her ability to survive hostile encounters. Vetra vents her weapons through her suit to improve the firing rate and power, while active Vetra does not need to reload her weapon, and her shots can penetrate cover, albeit with less damage. Seeking high impact round, that's becomes strong. Power armor. Vetra's custom armor hardens and activates reinforced shields, providing her with unrivaled protection. And then we have Drac. I'll probably take Drac with me as well, because he seems to be like a rush person, and I'm like a hold back and do stuff. Drac becomes a raging force of nature, wading into battle with increased melee damage, damage reduction, and health regeneration. Drac fires a projectile of concentrated plasma that inflicts ongoing burning damage to its target with bonus damage to armor. Burning enemies are primed for combat detonation. Shielded enemies are unaffected. Flak cannon. Launches projectiles that split on impact and then air bursts into shrapnel to carve an aftermath of destruction. Wow. Shrapnel does less damage to armored enemies. Krogan warrior. Drac has centuries of experience and pure Krogan instinct to help improve his offensive abilities. Shotgun and shotgun. Okay. The years of experience and natural Krogan toughness make him very hard to kill. We'll go for straight blood rage. Right, so this is melee damage bonus 33%, damage resistance 50, regeneration delay reduction 100%, duration 15, recharge speed 30. Drac still loses health and shields but cannot die. Wow, okay. Recharge is faster. Damages his armor increase, movement speed 20%, 33 melee damage, or health regeneration. Nah, move faster. And 33% melee damage, 25% damage resistance while enraged. Increase melee damage and damage reduction. Drag's Village inspires nearby allies to greater combo prowess themselves. Ally damage resist, ally health regeneration rate, ally melee damage. No. Brutality. Boom. And then you have 2 points. Get Incinerate. And get Krogan Warrior. There you go. PB. Rogue Academic. Invasion. PB hacks into her enemy's heart suits, infecting them with an invasive AI that weakens enemy defenses. PB applies a negative mass effect field to her target, yanking it off the ground. Hold to drag an enemy or objects with you. Affected enemies are primed for combo detonations. Shockwave. PB blasts enemies with a cascading column of biotic explosions that can penetrate solid objects. Duelist. Offensive capabilities. And a survivalist. A combination of Phoebe's training and experience helps us survive dangerous encounters. Increase shields. Sure. Recharge speed. Radius. 30% duration. Invasion now affects 3 enemies. Sure. Enemy defense debuff. 40% radius. Spread resistance. Spread. Grab your pull. And duelist. There you go. And then Liam. Crisis specialist. Level 9 now. 2 points. Put it into better military training. Power damage, power focus. There you go. And that's all the changes we can do. What do you say now?
Hello. This display describes our Pathfinders, the Initiative's elite explorers.
Tell me more. Last one.
Tell me about Pathfinders.
Pathfinders are often the first to encounter new species, making them first contact ambassadors as well as explorers.
Mm-hmm.
They work hard to ensure everyone knows the initiative is peaceful.
Allies.
Tough job. Do Pathfinders have help?
Team, right?
Each Pathfinder has a team of talented specialists drawn from multiple backgrounds and species.
What about becoming a Pathfinder?
How does someone usually become a Pathfinder?
The minimum requirements are survival training, AI compatibility testing, and military or scientific experience. If you're interested, submit your candidacy to the Pathfinder headquarters.
Alright, log off.
If you see a Pathfinder on your travels, be sure to say hello.
Alright, interesting. So this is... These are probably Quarians, and these are... Or they are... I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna end this episode now at some point. We reached a docking area. We were down there though, no. Cultural exchange, you're cool and all, but I gotta work down there instead. This is cool. Maybe a little small. The VIs need to be fleshed out. I'm guessing this is just like a small representation of what all the VIs can do.
We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived.
Watch your tone. You saw what happened to the Krogan.
But we need this equipment.
Well, you're not getting it. Stop making frivolous requests.
It's not a frivolous request. Properly functioning air filters are at...
Frivolous. You'll just have to make do.
We can't fix the station breathing bad air.
Come on, give her the filters. Del Jansen, yeah.
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
I'm down.
Whatever's going on, it's not fair to take it out on me.
Apologies, you're right. This is not your fault.
You always like that?
He was pretty abusive towards you. Is that normal?
Yes, he's horrible. Working with him is a total nightmare. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Great.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Kesh can't let that stand.
You'd think your boss would have the power to do something.
She hates Spender, but there's only one of her, and she can't always be around to deal with him. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of that guy. Seems like an absolute jerk. Yeah, you don't need air filters. Yeah, just die. Okay. Anyway, see you all in the next one.